This is Optimal Finance Daily, 5 investment strategies to help you save for retirement by Sabado Domingo with LynPenzo.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. We're going to jump right into our next post as we optimize your life. 5 investment strategies to help you save for retirement by Sabado Domingo with LynPenzo.com. Although you're still of good working age, you should already be preparing for your retirement. However, this topic is often brushed off by most people since they don't know how to start planning for it and what investment strategies will lead to a more fulfilling retirement. So it doesn't matter if you're just starting out or at the top of your game, you should consider saving and investing for retirement right now. Before following the tips listed in this article, you should be open to making investments and learning about the basics. Doing so will help you make more informed decisions when you're investing, and you'll have a better chance of seeing growth. The proceeds from your investments can then be used to grow your investment fund or personal savings. Strategies that can help you save for retirement. Saving for your retirement is hard if you haven't mastered the basics, such as knowing the different types of savings accounts for retirement, benefits that can help you save, and the things you should avoid. Here are some of the best retirement investment tactics you could take advantage of right now. Number 1, make regular contributions to your 401k. You're very lucky if you work for an employer who sponsors a 401k plan, as around 40 million Americans don't have access to it. Most of them are either self-employed or new hires. Investopedia defines a 401k as a retirement account supported by employers that also comes with tax benefits. It's also very easy to make contributions as your employer can employ a system called automatic payroll deduction, which also lowers your overall taxable income. So you need to try to contribute a certain percentage of your paycheck regularly. Also, if you're required to meet a minimum to qualify for employer matching, you need to contribute more as much as you can. If you're already over 50 years old, you can take advantage of extra catch-up contributions to beef up your retirement fund. But you need to keep only one thing in mind. Don't touch your 401k accounts before you reach your retirement age. Making premature withdrawals will not only jeopardize your retirement investment strategy, but you'll also be taxed heavily. Number 2, open a Roth IRA or IRA if 401k is not offered by your employer. As stated earlier, many people in the workforce don't have access to a 401k. If you're one of those people, you have other options to save for your retirement. An individual retirement account or IRA has almost the same benefits as a 401k, as it's also tax-free and has tax-deductible contributions. Also, there are several forms of IRAs you can invest in, such as the precious metals IRA that's very good at protecting assets in times of market volatility. But the downside is that you need to create and maintain this account individually or with the help of private financial institutions like a brokerage firm or bank. If you prefer to make tax-free withdrawals when you reach retirement age, you should go for a Roth IRA. This type of retirement savings account is different from a normal IRA that requires after-tax contributions. Once you've deposited your contributions in a Roth IRA, your savings will grow without getting taxed. With normal IRA accounts, you'll be taxed when you make withdrawals, but not when your money is still in your account. Both options have their fair share of pros and cons, and both are instruments you can use for your retirement funds. It all boils down to what your goals are when you reach your retirement age. Number 3, create a health savings account. Let's face it, it's not easy getting old because you'll inevitably have more health problems at that point in your life. So your health expenses will naturally increase as you get older. An average couple in their early to mid-60s who have reached the retirement age today is expected to pay around $285,000 to cover their medical and healthcare expenses. You might think that this is too expensive, and you're right about that. Thus, you need to take all the necessary measures to prepare for your retirement. Setting up a health savings account, or HSA, is one of the best ways to prepare for the health expenses you'll incur in the future. These are comparable to 401k plans, but they're only meant for healthcare expenses. The contributions you'll make for these plans are tax deductible, and the earnings it will make are tax-free. Also, the withdrawals that will be made in the future are tax-free, only if they're spent to cover medical expenses. Number 4, purchase a fixed annuity. Thinking about outliving your savings can make a lot of people anxious, but having poorly performing retirement investments is surely going to stoke greater fear. So you need to protect yourself from risk and hedge. You could do so by investing in a fixed annuity, which will ensure that you'll have the same income for a set period. But how soon you'll receive your earnings and how long it will last will depend on the type of fixed annuity you purchase. And number 5, make use of Saver's Credit. If you can get a tax credit, there's no reason to refuse to take advantage of it. Depending on your adjusted gross income, you may be qualified for a tax credit if you're making contributions to your IRA or 401k. By using these tax credits, you can significantly reduce your income taxes annually. Aside from that, at the time of this article, you can receive $1,000 if you're single or file individually, while the amount goes up to $2,000 if you're married and file jointly. You can receive these tax credits depending on your contributions, so it's a good reason to start setting aside a larger portion of your paycheck towards your retirement funds. Closing thoughts. Gearing up for your retirement can be challenging and will take a lot of time, money, and effort, but it will pay off when you reach your retirement age since you're already prepared for all of the obstacles you'll encounter in your golden years. It'll also make your retirement a lot more fulfilling since you can afford to cover your necessities, medical expenses, and the things you want to do. So by saving up for this stage of your life earlier, you'll be spared from all the anxiety and disappointment that will ultimately result from not having a retirement investment plan. You just listened to the post titled 5 Investment Strategies to Help You Save for Retirement by Sabado Domingo with lenpenzo.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. I liked that this article stressed the importance of focusing on tax-advantaged investment vehicles when saving for retirement. Reducing your tax burden allows your money to grow faster over time, but also prioritizing investments in tax-advantaged accounts is crucial partly because of their contribution limits and the fact that these limits don't carry over from one year to the next. Tax-advantaged accounts, such as 401ks and IRAs, come with annual contribution limits. For instance, in 2024, the limit for a 401k is $23,000, and for IRAs, it's $7,000. If you're 50 or older, there are catch-up contributions allowed, but they aren't substantial. One key reason to prioritize these accounts is that if you don't fully use your contribution limit in a given year, you can't carry over the unused portion to the next year. For example, if you contribute $10,000 to your 401k this year instead of the full $23,000, you can't add the remaining $13,000 to your contributions next year. Each year, the contribution limit is a use it or lose it opportunity. Missing out on maximizing your contributions can mean lost potential growth in tax advantages. Regularly fully funding these accounts ensures you're making the most of these powerful tools, enhancing your retirement savings and reducing your tax burden in a strategic long-term manner. And that will do it for today. Have a great day and weekend, and I'll be back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.